Hello, my name is Gavin Ranos, and today I'll be talking about border bridges. In a quote done by engineer and famous philosopher Kim Skalantis once stated that infrastructure is more important than architecture. What he meant by this was that buildings, roads, bridges, they're more than just man-made wonders. There's a lot of engineering and planning that goes into the infrastructure for people to use for day-to-day lives. This leads me to my topic at hand today. The border bridges that connect the United States and Mexico are a vital part of both nations' infrastructure. I can discuss this in 3 key points of analysis. Point 1, due to poor infrastructure, it creates long wait times at the border bridges. 2, a bipartisan infrastructure bill allows for funding for improvements to the border bridges. And lastly, improvements to border bridges will increase the quality of life for both nations. This leads me to my first key point of analysis. Due to poor infrastructure, there are long wait times at the border bridges. In a press release done by U.S. Representative Veronica Escobar, she states that the average bridge that connects the United States and Mexico was built in the 1960s and has not really had much improvement since. She further stated that over 4 million people cross the border bridges every day. And then, furthermore, in data released by government entities such as Comptroller and U.S. Customs, data showed that the average wait time for the average passenger was 62 minutes. Furthermore, data showed that the average trade that goes through these border bridges annually are $408 billion that go through Texas. And of that, 21% of that trade goes through the El Paso bridges, specifically the 11 ports of entry through El Paso. And because of the long wait times, over 165,000 jobs are affected by this. To continue this argument, in a study done by NPR, it showed that in 2022, due to improved and longer inspection times and more strict inspections, it showed that due to the longer wait times for the trucks to get over to bring goods and trade over, that on average, the U.S. was losing $1 billion in trade due to the delays and the long wait times. So much improvement is needed to decrease the long wait times of the average of 62 minutes. This leads me to my second key point of analysis. In 2022, the United States government passed a bill to improve the United States infrastructure. And in a press release done by United States Representative Veronica Escobar, it states that $3.4 billion of the infrastructure bill is going to improve the border bridges. And the improvements are going to be done by improving security and making it more efficient, decreasing wait times, and increasing the amount of capacity per bridge. And further studies showed that due to this new infrastructure bill, that the amount of carbon emissions released into the United States and the global air will be reduced due to decreased wait times and improvement to the border bridges. A study done by Kinnear of by the U.S. government showed that studied that delays at the U.S. border bridges showed that it doubled the carbon emission due to the delays at the border bridges. And he further states that once it becomes more efficient, the U.S. carbon footprint will decrease. This brings me to my last and final key point of analysis. The quality of life will improve for many Americans and people of Mexico by improvements to the border bridge. In a study done by NPR in 2017, it showed that over 1,000 kids crossed from Tijuana to San Diego every day just to get to school. And due to delays at the border bridges, a lot of these kids have to take many different precautions when coming to school and going to school. This article further states that many kids were cutting time doing their homework, their sleep, just to get to school. And by improving the border bridges, this article says that kids will be able to focus more on their homework, get to school on time, and not have to rush to get to school. Furthermore, in an article written by Chappelle of 2022, done by NPR, it states that because of the long wait times and harsh inspections and inefficient inspections done at the border bridges, it showed that a lot of food was going bad on food trucks and increasing the price of food overall in the United States. By decreasing the wait time and the wait times on the border bridges and improving the infrastructure, it will show that the quality of life will be better. Kids won't have to get to school and rush to get to school. They'll have more time to do homework. Prices of goods will go down and trade will increase in the United States. So in conclusion today, we talked about 3 key points of analysis. 1, due to poor infrastructure, there are long wait times at border bridges. 2, the new infrastructure bill passed in 2022. And 3, finally, the quality of life will improve once the infrastructure of the border bridges improve. So the border bridges are an important part of the United States and Mexico's infrastructure. So just like Hakeem Skolastis said, infrastructure is more important than architecture. Thank you.